Where the Shenandoah River and the Potomac River meet. And there's the sun. Good morning, West Virginia. We are here in Harper's Ferry, leaving a little after 7 in the morning. And the blaze right here is in this telephone pole. And we are entering into Maryland today. So, Frizzle is taking this railway into DC for a couple days, so she's gonna try to catch up, hopefully. Bugs and Bushmen are going to be doing the 4-state challenge tomorrow, so they'll probably catch up to me. And Gazelle and Casper are just doing normal miles, I believe. We are crossing the Potomac. I just got a text from the friends inviting me out to breakfast, to join them at breakfast. But I'm already a few miles into Maryland. You know, I got caught in the vortex last night, which I'm glad I did, because I had some great times with friends and family yesterday, and great memories that will last. But also there comes a point where you just have to leave before you get completely sucked in, and then you end up spending not only time, but lots of money too. And I am continuing to try to be conservative when it comes to spending money in towns. Yeah, this is worth a view of the Potomac right here. If you missed yesterday's video, I decided not to rush through Maryland by trying that 4-state challenge for a couple of reasons. First, I haven't even done a 30-mile day yet, and never mind a 40-something mile day. And second, I'm not achievement-based here. I'm enjoyment-based. I always say embrace the journey, not like embrace the destination. If I was trying to traverse Maryland in a 4-state challenge, to just visit Virginia, West Virginia, Maryland, and Pennsylvania all in one 24-hour period, then the day would be all about getting to Pennsylvania. It wouldn't be about experiencing Maryland in any way, shape, or form. Gaffland State Park. Read that. Monument's closed right now, but there it is. And there's a view. There's a view. We love views, right? Absolutely. Oh, there's lights to shine on the monument. That's cool. Interstate 70 goes through Ohio. I've spent many time on 70. See ya. 80 north. I love waiting to create my destination for the night until late in the day like this. It's after 7 and I just created my plan to go to Annapolis Rocks and tent. It's like I just see where I'm at when the sun's about to set and then figure out where I'm going to go. So then it's only about getting to the destination for the last 2 miles. Yesterday was a great day. Recognize that the insoles for my shoes are working, so I can still use the same old shoes with my new insoles. And I also just enjoyed the day, enjoyed the views, and I intend to do the same today. We'll see how far we go today to set up getting into Pennsylvania today. We're excited for that. I didn't think I was in Pennsylvania till later. Just when I was thinking of snacking and walking to save some time, this is not the kind of spot. There's a blaze over there. We have a field where I can see houses and mountains of Maryland. It is 40 degrees. I thought it was going to be 60. I put my gloves on because I'm getting cold. I can start to see my breath now, and it's still raining, and everything's kind of getting wet. I stopped for a little bit of a snack. A pavilion. It's Penmar. I was parked in this parking lot last May when I came here for a day hike. It was the first week of May, and I hiked into Pennsylvania, and I met a thru hiker 2023, first week of May, and I was like, wow, isn't it early for thru hikers? Well, Now it's the last week of April. Y'all, this is the mailbox. Mason-Dixie. Mason-Dixie line, Maryland, Pennsylvania border. We made it to Pennsylvania. Mason-Dixie line, Maryland, Pennsylvania. Welcome to the northern states and PA. It was walking up this hill last year that I met a thru hiker, and I was talking about how I enjoyed hiking the AT and how I wanted to do the whole thing someday, but I wasn't talking about a thru hike. I was talking about just doing the whole thing because that was my goal. And he said, you should try a thru hike, and I said, I'll never be able to make that work in my life with everything that I do and have going on. And he said, well, think about it. I think you'd enjoy it. And I wished him well. And now I'm back at the same spot on my own thru hike. Old Forge Park. I think I'm going to get some water over here and maybe do a little bit of cooking. The Tumble and Run shelters are 1 mile up, so I might stop there. I'd be there in about a half hour, maybe 20 minutes because it's flat walking. But I am considering pushing further to get to a good spot, because I'd have to do, if I did Tumble and Run shelter, I'd have to do 28 miles tomorrow to Pine Grove Furnace State Park to get there before it closes at 5. 28 miles before 5 o'clock is pushing it. So I'm considering doing some night hiking. Not sure what I'm going to do yet. Raccoon Run Trail. Appalachian Trail north. Past Rocky Mountain Road coming up. I remember this little pull-off. Appalachian Trail, Maine to Georgia. Rocky Mountain Shelter. 0.3 miles steep downhill. So we've done a 30-mile day. Good morning, Appalachian Trail. Turn, there's some tenting over there, there's people over there. And this lovely Sunday morning. It's fun to meet those people who are just starting out, because I kind of see myself in them from a few months back. And that's kind of cool. I can, if they want advice, I can say things that I wish I had told myself back in Georgia. Those are things like, don't compare yourself to others, only compare yourself to you. And don't worry about the miles today. If you fall behind the pace you thought you'd be doing, remember, you're only at the beginning. You'll pick up the pace later, and you'll make up some miles later. Don't worry about planning a destination, because if you don't reach there and you're disappointed, that can kind of disappoint your day. Just walk and enjoy the woods. These are things that I wish I had known back in Georgia that I know now. And just what I was going to say, I didn't really care either way if someone made one or not. I see an 1100! 1100 miles on the Appalachian Trail. Well, well, well. If it isn't a halfway marker, I just got chills down my spine. Y'all, look at that. Look at that. There we go. There's a thumbnail photo. We have reached halfway. Now, this is past the 1100, so it's technically past halfway. It wasn't at the actual halfway mark, but the halfway mark changes a little bit every year. So here's the official halfway mark. Pine Grove Furnace General Store. I may get finished this half-gallon challenge a little late, but still finishing it. The record for the half-gallon challenge is 3 minutes and change. It took me 14.5 hours, but let the record be shown that it is finished. 85. You know what time it is? 11 in the morning. Looks like they're building a brand new bridge across this river to replace this current one. And here's today's 12 o'clock tip. When it is super hot, like it is today, 80s near 90, take little breaks in the middle of the day when it's hottest. I think I might do more hiking in the evening tonight, honestly. If it's cooler and I'm feeling good, I might hike later and find a stealth site. There's plenty of stealth sites in Pennsylvania. What does that say, 94? What? Oh. Huh? Okay. We are just going right up the middle of this land here. I just saw a drone. Appalachian Trail. This was definitely corn right here. Corn, corn. Ha ha ha. We are here at Cafe 101. This is the dinner. I wanted a salad tonight with big chicken, and they recommended these fruit smoothies. This is a peach smoothie on Far Out. I am here with, what was your name?
Lori.
Lori.
And Chad.
And Chad. This is a self-serve station. We have little ice creams in here and drinks. There's cookies, more drinks over there. We're here at this picnic table here. I have drinks offered by and snacks offered by Mike here. So thank you very much, Mike.
Hello.
For coming out here and offering me some trail magic, being a trail angel of your own, and bringing soda and buying this ice cream for me too here at this market. It's wonderful and great to meet you.
Good meeting you.
And we also have Slow and Steady here.
Hey, hiking with Slow and Steady. His competition on YouTube.
Interstate 81 again. We are heading to those mountain ranges off in the distance. Oh, my trail mix is a chocolatey mess. All the M&Ms just melted. Now it's a mess. So I was just sitting on that rock with a view after kind of slugging through the uphill in the heat, and guess who shows up? Bloobs! And Bloobs is like, let's go on to Duncannon. When I was doubting myself about getting very much farther today. And, you know, sometimes a friend shows up and it's a great pick-me-up. And just makes your day all anew. One of those mountains is Cove Mountain ahead of us. And the other side of that is Duncannon. I've resolved that I cannot do 20 every day. And especially with a rocky section coming up, that I plan to go fast on in my original plan, but it looks flat and it's very, very rocky, so it's going to slow me down. So again, I think I'll need to throw out the plan I made and just walk north without a care in the world. Just walk north, hopefully with friends, because I always feel better with friends, and not finish before my summer camp. but that's okay. And is that a trail? That's our trail. Whew, my sunburn hurts. It's very rocky, so I just sat down here on a nice rock at the top of whatever this is, just to enjoy the shade and a little bit of the breeze. To really appreciate nature and become one with nature, I've got to just sit down and appreciate the space that I'm in, rather than just keep walking, keep walking. If you keep walking, you get miles in, you know? That's a continuous fight that, as a thru hiker, you keep on getting into. And I keep on getting into, even though I know what the correct answer is, that I'm out here to enjoy it, not to do miles. So it's important to recognize it, and then it's what you do about it. Do you just keep thinking about the miles, or do you sit down intentionally and just be grateful for being out here? It's May 1st today, which means that it's almost June, and it's almost time for camp to start. Boy Scout camp, which I absolutely love. My feet are tired, and I don't want to push myself through these rocks. So I'm going to alleviate any stress that my mind is tempted to give me, to say, do more miles now. I'm not going to be about just doing more miles. I'm going to enjoy it out here, love it out here, embrace it out here, and just enjoy these moments sitting here in God's creation of nature. To do that, I have to recognize that I will not get to Katahdin by June. But I'm okay with that. I'm okay with rewriting my plan, because I created a schedule initially to finish Katahdin before camp started. And that's too rushed right now for me. Pennsylvania, I planned out 30-mile days for Pennsylvania because it looked flat. And it's ending up being very, very rocky. And if I'm like, I need to make up this time, I'm just going to be mad at these rocks. I don't want to be mad at the rocks. I want to enjoy the moments and sit down on the rocks, because the rocks make a nice bench, you know? And they present some good views too. So I want to enjoy it, not hate northern Pennsylvania, or not worry about time. So I'm rewriting my plan, and I'm going to be okay just getting to like the New Hampshire Vermont border and calling it a hike there. I should have time in the fall to go back and finish the rest of that, so I finish my thru hike. That is my intention. And then I can enjoy it in late August and September. So I think that plan will work. Rewriting my plan, create a lot less stress, and then it gives you all something to look forward to, even though it gives you a little bit of a cliffhanger for a few months. This also means that I can hang back with my trail family a little bit more and stop that constant going back and forth. Should I push and keep pushing ahead of them so I can finish, or should I stay back with my trail family because I feel better mentally when I'm with friends? This will end all that. So I think this is a good call. Stop this war in my mind right here, right now, and just quash that in the foot so I can enjoy this trail and not even think about it. Trying to get by with whatever income I have and off my savings from the savings that I did save up from the job, from pasturing. But that doesn't last me forever. I need to continue seeking income, and it will happen. It will happen. I'll get a job, but will it be in my field? What does the future look like? So I'm angry at all the hard work I did over the past 10 years just to get into the church, and how now I have like hardly anything to show for it, except maybe the people I affected in a positive way. It's always good to think about. I get to rekindle my love for hiking and see more of the world, more of the mountains that I've never seen before. And that's all positive. That would not have happened if things hadn't happened the way they did. So why be angry? Be joyful, be grateful. You know? view. Slow and steady here, and just Bob. Little campfiring, picnic table there. Wow, look at this thing. This is huge.
Sorry, it's full. Empty space.
All right, y'all. The honest truth is that my arms and my neck really are in pain because of that sunburn. My shoulders are in pain, not because of sunburn, but because the AT goes that way, huh? The hip strap is not fully hugging my waist anymore, even at its tightest setting. I've been losing weight and I've been cinching the hip strap in tighter and tighter, but even now at its tightest setting, it still sits on my shoulders. So it wasn't the best day for me, but at the end of the day, I still have to be grateful that I'm out here. So what if I'm not going to make it to Katahdin by June? That's disappointing me now, but I get to be here in this moment right now, enjoying this spring, filtering water here at this spring, listening to the sounds around me, and out here in the wilderness where I can be close to God and be at peace with myself. Wondering, like, why am I still out here? I came out here to hike, enjoy the woods, change of pace. I've gotten that. I've gained a lot from this hike. I've proven that I can overcome cold weather. I've proven that I can get over tall mountains and put my head down and summit a mountain even when I don't want to or when it's difficult. But then again, I do want to. I do enjoy hiking. But I'm not out here to prove something. I didn't come out here to prove anything to anybody. I more so came out here to prove something to myself. And I feel like I've proven that to myself, that I can do whatever I want to do. So why am I still out here? I mean, you guys spur me on saying, yeah, you can get to Katahdin, and I'm sure I could. But I'm dealing with physical pain for like the first time, and I think it's creating more mental pain, because since my feet started hurting on these rocks, my shoulders started hurting about the same time, and I got sunburned because it got too hot to wear long sleeves. All at the same time, and now I'm dealing with all this physical pain, and it's creating mental strains. And like, I could just escape this and go back home and go back to work in the school and whatever if I don't have anything else to prove for myself. Just remember to embrace whatever the trail brings. Just remember to embrace it all. The song of the birds, the climb of the hill, yes, even the bugs and the rocks. Looks like there's enough logs across. This is a challenge. I'm sitting on this log right here, figuring out how to get up and cross that log over to the next ones, and eventually get over to that white blaze over there.
I like the sound of rock, right?
Oh, we're going over there. It's called Little Mountain Overlook. Look, there's a little mountain. 12 o'clock tip for today is when you know that you can recharge all your devices soon, call family members. I just got off the phone with my grandmother and it was nice talking to her for a bit. So try to catch your family members and you know that you can recharge your devices that same day.
Before.
This is our drinks and our snacks here for our trail magic. You want to say hi or no?
Oh, I don't care. I'm in people's videos.
I just want to say thank you so much for this trail magic. Nice fields of Pennsylvania. And Another nice view of Pennsylvania. Unfortunately, this is like what I talk about all the graffiti on the rocks and everything. 501 shelter. This is a nice space in here. Charging. We got Slow and Steady and Just Bob enjoying some pizza here at the 501 shelter. Nice to see you all again. Hope to see you again up trail. I see it, y'all. 1,200 miles on the Appalachian Trail. 1,200 miles here on the Appalachian Trail. You know what that means? Less than 1,000 miles to Mount Katahdin. Less than 100 miles until New Jersey. 260 miles until my home state of Connecticut. And 997 miles to Mount Katahdin, Maine. Good night, Appalachian Trail. I love how green you're getting. Good morning, Appalachian Trail. Good morning. There's my tent spot last night. And the morning temperature is like 48 degrees. May the 4th be with you today. May the 4th be with you. But it doesn't matter how fast or how slow you go. If you keep putting one foot in front of another, you will get somewhere. So I'm going slow today because of all these rocks and because my feet hurt. But I still am passing these landmarks and still getting closer to Port Clinton. So just put one foot in front of another, one step at a time. I'm not complaining. I'm on the Appalachian Trail and I am lucky to be here. Not everyone gets this opportunity. All right, we have a train behind us. Just Bob, Slow and Steady. And what's your name again? Cool Hand Luke. We're having fun. It's always great when friends catch up to you, and then actually picked up my pace quite a bit because it's fun chatting about things, about trail life. I can appreciate the Pennsylvania hills and valleys and the green leaves and the trees. And guess who I met up with? Crow. College friend,
Former roommate,
wearing your Sienna stuff.
All right, we're doing fist bump.
Boom. Guess who we ran into here in Port Clinton?
It's me. It's been 500 miles, but I'm back. You couldn't get rid of me that easily.
No, PBJ always shows back up.
On the rainy days.
Is it always raining?
I don't think so. I don't know. There's something to say.
Nah, yeah, it's something to say. Awesome. Well, so glad to run back into you, and I know I'll keep running into you. So, happy trails. See you soon.
Oh, yeah.
What's been the best part of the last, I don't know, Pennsylvania?
Getting into town and off of the rocks.
Yes, off the rocks.
My feet hate Pennsylvania.
Mind you too.
Hey, language.
I've been telling the viewers how
okay.
much my feet hurt from the rocks. So, all right, embrace the journey.
Oh yeah.
This looks fantastic. Garlic bread. This is the small fry. The small fries. And guess who showed up? Bugs and Bushman and Nickels is on the way. Great to see you again too, Bloobs.
How you doing, Steak?
Keep showing up.
I'll probably will all the way down the trail.
Let's do it. I look forward to it all the time. All these friends. This is a root beer float. This is my water glass. And this is a root beer float. Hey guys, guess what? It's someone's birthday. Happy birthday, Nickels.
Hey, thank you, Stick.
You got a cake there, and you know what? If you guys go back to day 11 of my video and watch Fresh Grounds Breakfast, you see Nickels and Bushman and Bugs pack.
Day 11 or day 6?
Definitely day 11.
Day 11, that's right.
Was the Rock Gap
Day 6
breakfast.
Low Gap show.
because it's raining. We don't want to hike yet. And there's also a nice breakfast place for a Sunday morning breakfast. We are hiking to breakfast. Good morning, Nickels.
You're jaywalking, Stick.
Good morning, Bushman.
You're not supposed to walk in the middle of the road.
You're walking in the middle of the road.
No, clearly on the edge of the road.
Okay, point taken.
Nickels is in the middle of the road, though.
Yeah. 3C's Family Restaurant voted best restaurant and best breakfast.
Yeah, I stand by that.
It was
That's
delicious.
really good breakfast. This is great breakfast. 3C, what was it? The Midland platter.
Speed. But Bugs and the Bushman hike much faster than I do. And that's okay, we'll enjoy our solitary walk again. And we'll catch up with them, hopefully, sometime up the road and enjoy these rocks. Not only are the rocks odd angles today, ooh, but they are also wet. Very wet and slippery. Life on the AT in Pennsylvania in the rain. If you're looking down at the wet rocks, you don't twist your ankle or something or slip. And then you get nailed in the face with a wet branch of wet leaves. I'm here with Nickels on trail.
Hey.
Hey.
Everyone comment hooray for Nickels.
All right, comment hooray for Nickels. All right, Pulpit Rock, here we go. How's the view?
It is raining as expected. The tent is wet. But the thing is, you can see little droplets actually on the inside of the tent here. Little water droplets have been dropping on me all night. So when it gets really wet, the tent does soak through. Now I've stayed mostly dry because I've been in my sleeping bag, so the outside of my bag has gotten wet. And I haven't, as long as I get my face covered too. But I guess the tent is not ideal for using in the rain, but I love using it other times. The outside of my sleeping bag is soaked. Luckily, the inside stays dry. It's still chilly outside. It's still in the 40s. I guess, listen to the bird. I guess we need to just pack up wet today.
Good morning, Nickels.
Good morning, Stick.
How was your night?
My night was dry. How was your night?
It was wet. So, yeah, 1 mile per hour over these rocks right now. On today's episode of What Isn't Wet, the winners are my sleeping bag liner and my fuel canisters, which are inside of my camp cook pot. Shelter! Wow. Here is the shelter I was trying to get to last night. It is 9:15, 2 hours after I began hiking today. And I stopped at 8 o'clock last night, so I would have been pulling in here at 10 o'clock. PBJ arrived here at the shelter. Good to see you, PBJ.
Good to see you too.
Somehow PBJ has already done 10 miles today by 9:30. Nickels on trail, you committed me publicly, right? Both in my comments and now I just watched Rambino's video, and Rambino said, hey, Nickels and Stick the Eagle are zeroing together. So it's like, send me a picture or send me a update together. So yeah, I was mulling it over yesterday and which option I should take, whether I should like Nero into the lookout or take Nickels up on his zero. And I think Nickels wants me to take him up on that zero so much that he's using every public means to do it. Thank you, Nickels. I think I'll thank you later for that one. You know how Blues makes random appearances?
Here I am.
Another random appearance.
How's it going, everybody? Just living the dream.
Exactly.
Gotta keep catching Stick.
It's a little view finally opening up.
This thing was down here.
We are at the Hostel of Nickels, drying out our gear, tent, sleeping pad. Like, my sleeping pad got super wet. And the outside of my sleeping bag is also soaked. So we're all drying out our gear here. This is our appetizer before dinner, but vegetables is always a must. And guess who we see again? Last time you saw her was Harper Sperry.
Yeah, Harper Sperry. That's crazy. I'm back.
Welcome back, Frizzle.
Thank you. You're still ahead, but I'm here for now.
You're still trying to catch up to us.
I know.
We all miss you.
I miss you guys too. That's why I like seeing your logbook entries.
Yes. We haven't seen Lyric since Daleville.
I have to say hello to Paige, a loyal subscriber to the Stick channel. How's it going?
Amazing. I can't speak for Paige, but we can speak for you,
Hi,
for us.
Hello.
Hello. We were all at the table together. Bug says 11, or Bushman says 11.
Definitely lower than that.
Maybe.
I'd say 7.8.
7.8.
8.0.
Well, technically you won by the Price is Right.
When's the last time you drove a car? February.
Stick the eagle out in the flesh, waiting for the train. There's no mountains. It's very flat. You can see the train. Well, not yet, but soon.
Authentic
check out
Philly
that
cheesesteak.
Cross section.
Wow.
Yeah.
How does it taste?
So good. I like this one little.
A lot of history. Thank you, Nichols, for taking us to Philly. Hey, Ramdino.
Hey, Ramdino.
We're hiking the 8T? 8T.
Well, not today, at least.
Oh, we must take a blue blaze somewhere.
It's been a very long blue blaze, but Stick and I are in Philly today.
Yeah, Philly, Pennsylvania. We got off, we're right around mile 1250. So, enjoying the trails. Enjoying Philly. Some of us got shoes. Brand new shoes here at REI. Unfortunately, REI here does not carry any size greater than 13. So I looked on the top of the website too, and they're out of 13 and above, 14 and above. So 14 is what I've been wearing. So I joined the wait list. Line up of packs as we get ready to leave the Nickel Hostel.
We all got a nickel.
We all got a nickel. Here's a look at what we're dealing with for the next little bit. I think this is the section called Knife Edge. From Bake Oven Knob. I think we're going over to that ridge line right there. 12 o'clock tip today. If you're unsure where you're going down the hill or northbound, and sometimes the rocks don't look like a huge trail, turn around and look southbound to see if you see a southbound blaze. There is one, so it tells you that you are, in fact, still on the trail. I just came down this pile of rocks. That was fun. And when I stepped on this rock, I landed on my knee and buckled it a little bit, but it should be fine. I'm hoping to catch up to my Tramily and not stop early while there's still sunlight. And I know they're all sitting in a parking lot 6 miles from here having trail magic. So I'm wondering if I can get there too. All right, Blaze, no trouble, right? Blaze, arrow. What? I have to zigzag up there to that arrow? Ha ha ha. More really steep climb up this nice rock. And more. If I were to give you one tip about climbing these rocks, it's that you should Lean forward as you climb so that the center of your gravity is pointed forward, not backward. You can't climb straight up like this. You gotta lean forward so that the weight of your pack is on your back, not hanging off your shoulders and pulling you back. Oh my. Okay, I can climb. I'm a climbing instructor in Boy Scouts. Here's the river again. I've been climbing up this steep thing and I'm standing on this rock. There's a blaze just right on that, and then it just keeps going up. That's where I was earlier. I came all the way down into that gap to cross the river, and now there's the town of Palmerton and the Appalachian Mountains saying goodnight. When I get to step on flat top rocks like that, it just feels like regular dirt almost to me. That's why this section has been so cruisy, because it has either dirt or large flat rocks to step on, which I don't mind at all. This water here at 8:30 in the morning. Awesome, thank you for this water cache. What this water cache means is that I feel comfortable having enough water to cook a dinner. Been traveling with what's your name?
Special K.
Special K, Special K. This is Smith Gap. It's about 12:30. There have been a lot of water caches this last day or so. There's been like 3 water caches that I've run into. So we thank you for leaving those to allow us to stay hydrated without having to walk the half-mile trails of the springs off the trail. Batana Hiking Club. I also wanted to share the same trail angels that took me out to dinner. Also found a fix for my hip belt issue. Yay! Put a piece of foam pad in the back of my pack, in between the suspension and the pack, that will ride on my hip to create an extra 3/4 of an inch or so of space. So that gives me 3/4 of an inch extra room in my hip belt that I have to use. So definitely a fix, and I'm grateful to have that extra space. So thank you for all you've done.
Well, it is another rainy morning. Everything is wet again. And to make matters a little bit worse, the compression strap on my sleeping bag just broke. And yes, my sleeping bag is wet too. I literally took care to get tension right, and there is literally standing water on the inside of my tent. Like, how? This was the campsite I found last night just off trail. I was considering walking all the way to the shelter, 5 more miles, and then I saw this and it's like, well, it's not supposed to rain too hard. I do regret a little bit not going all the way to the shelter last night. Part of my thought was that I'd be getting in super late after dark, and I don't want to do that at shelters because that can interrupt people sleeping. Welcome to the Appalachian Trail. It is raining today, but we are dealing with wet rocks, but we are leaving Pennsylvania today. So I'm so glad you're here.
The temperature right now is 40 degrees.
I'm still wet because it was raining all morning. I got soaked. Even underneath my raincoat, my red shirt is soaked.
So I feel like I just got out of a swimming pool, honestly. I feel completely wet, soaked through, and if I stop walking, I'm going to get really cold. My pack cover has soaked through. I know because last time I opened my pack, the top of my pack and its contents were wet. The stuff that need to stay dry are relatively in plastic bags. But at least I'm getting out of the cloud now. Nice. It finally stopped raining enough for me to get back into my phone. I kept having this iPhone unavailable. I think it was because it was too wet. But there is Interstate 80 a highway I have crossed many, many times on my drive between Ohio and Connecticut.
Depending on what side you do, it's either 1,146 or 1,147.
We are here, stopped at the Church Mountain Hiker Hostel to dry out a little bit, so I have my things hanging like everywhere to hopefully dry out for a bit and put on my dry clothes, which was thankfully still dry in my dry bag. Guess who I ran into? Bugs! We haven't seen each other since 2 or 3 days. Yes. I've been like, yeah, for the Philly 0 day at Nickels Hostel. Cute sign, I like the trees. So dinner, we have cheeseburger in town here today. At the restaurant, we have Bushman eating his fries and cheesesteak, as well as Bugs, cheesesteak, and Special K again. Look at that. Mile 0! Mile 0! There's the sign! There's the sign! New Jersey! Entering New Jersey! New Jersey time! Leaving Pennsylvania, entering the Garden State! It's so peaceful. You know, I could keep walking, or I could cook a little lunch, early lunch, by 10 o'clock in this nice bench here. I think I might enjoy this piece of this space for a little bit. I was just finishing my chicken noodle casserole that I got in my box yesterday, and guess who I ran into?
Uh-oh. Slow and steady.
Slow and steady. And just Bob.
Just Bob. We've been trying to call him Eagle Eyes or Hawkeye or something, because he sees every single thing on the trail. Every
really?
rock, lizard, and plant. Good to see you.
That's cool. Yeah, it's good to see you too. I'm glad you caught up to me. It's always nice to see familiar faces.
And hi to the people that said you saw me on Stick's channel, and now hopefully you'll see him on my channel, but mine are a little more delayed than his. So
I'm in this beautiful clearing right now, and I'd like to give you the 12 o'clock tip today. So when you're charging electronics, do not plug your phone in overnight to your power bank and leave it. It will charge to 100%, and then it will keep on draining that power bank. You want to unplug it before you go to sleep, because that's the best way to conserve. I know from personal experience, I've left my phone plugged in and it's used like 15% of my power bank. But if I just charge it to like 80, 90% and then unplug it, it only uses about 4% of my power bank.
look at this furry little kitten we found on the trail. Happy Mother's Day, Mom. There's another one for you.
Look at these. Amazing. I have been finding that there really hasn't been a lot of shelter space recently, because there's been a lot of Harper's Ferry northbound flip-floppers who are taking up the shelters, especially in the nights that I want them, like on bad weather nights. Typically now, if I choose on a good weather day, I'm not going to deal with the hassle of trying to get a spot in a shelter, and I'm just going to tent because I enjoy tenting at this point. Plus, the flip-floppers are often stopping at like 4 or 5 o'clock to end their day, and I never stop at that point, so by the time I'm ready to stop at a shelter, it'll be full. Guess who? Just happened to run into. Again.
Hiking with Slow and Steady.
Hiking with Slow and Steady.
And Just Bob.
He's Just Bob.
Eagle Eyes or Hawkeye. You guys tell him what his new trail name is.
Yeah. Yeah, Just Bob. Halfway up the hill. And then Slow and Steady coming.
Top of Everest. Yay, we made it.
Slow and Steady behind.
Right on the back.
Here's Slow and Steady, Just climb up this fire tower here.
Slow and winded now.
Yeah, it's a nice flat spot up here to stand or set up your sleeping pad or something. Just kidding. Of course, the actual tower's locked, but look at this view. There's a cell tower there, so you never run out of signal. There's a few clouds below us.
Oh, clouds. Stick the eagle talking to you behind you. Oh,
Hi.
Our famous YouTuber filming the YouTuber and Bob laughing at us.
See y'all. Happy trails. There's the AT. Look at that AT through the fog. There's a guy mowing the lawn. We are High Point State Park, Veterans Monument. We must keep walking to stay warm. Let's see. Current temperature is 48 degrees. 48. I started this morning with my raincoat on, and then I took it off while I was climbing that hill, and looks like I've got another small hill to climb. Of course I do, because it's the high point in New Jersey. Welcome to the Almost New Jersey High Point. This is the point where you say hi.
Almost high.
Almost high.
What's up, Stick the Eagle? We got a nice observation platform, I guess. We can look at the clouds even closer from up there.
Yep. Look at the clouds even closer. Nice benches. All right, everyone, here we are at the high point of New Jersey. This is my 10th high point visited, first time here. So hi, and look at our view. Doesn't look like it's open today, but there's a monument. Wow, look at that view. Gorgeous. Love it. This grass though is like knee high. But look at this view. I'm looking into New York. Those mountains are in New York. And then wow, more mountains there. That and my feet feel so sore right now. Try and take off my shoes a little bit to rest them, but I definitely need new shoes. These are my topos that have been with me since Georgia. Slow and steady behind me. Just Bob is somewhere behind him.
Anybody have some spare feet I can borrow?
Yeah, he's asking for some spare feet to borrow. Surprise guest.
Hey.
All of a sudden, Nickels here. You were like, he was like 10 miles ahead of me.
Up out of nowhere.
You pop up out of nowhere, and then something happened. So I'll explain it all in a little bit. But I have ice cream and Nickels right here.
My cherry's gone already.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat my cherry now. So we just had ice cream here, and this is PBJ's mom.
Hello.
And she bought us ice cream today. Thank you so much for doing that.
You're welcome.
Very, very nice of you. And she also, haven't given this update yet, she picked me up from mile 1353 somewhere in between there. 1353.9, I think.
Yes.
In order to meet the Tramily again, because I've been like almost a day behind them. So we had Nickels here and PBJ's mom. Thank you for shuttling us all. And over here we have PBJ. Nice to see you again.
Oh, yeah.
Missed you the last whatever since
days.
before since Philly Day, really, because I didn't see you in in Delaware Water Gap, but I saw Bugs over here in Delaware Water Gap. He has the ice cream blocking himself. He's enjoying his ice cream, so yeah. They reached New York. And then Merlin! Hi, Merlin.
Hi.
He's the wizard.
I am a wizard.
The shoes, the Topo Traverses that I have been fantastic. They have lasted me this long and did not really begin bothering my feet until midway through the Pennsylvania rocks. I didn't really feel much of a difference at all until I was getting through those rocks. So these shoes were terrific through 1,000 miles, and I think that I could get 1,000 miles out of another pair of shoes because of how great they felt through that point. So they might feel bad now, but that's because I pushed them way beyond what people normally would push them. The Mahoosuc Boardwalk. You know what I just realized? I've got the strength of an eagle. Those who trust in the Lord will renew their strength and soar on wings as eagles. Walk and not be weary, they shall run and not faint. You know that verse? Hello, Mr. Cow. Or are you Mrs.? I don't really know. Now the tan or brown one was walking. He's walking. Look at this nice climb here. Almost at the top, so we'll keep on trudging along. A lot of people expect that once you get your trail legs, you're past, you've gotten up to 20 or whatever, it's going to be so much easier to do the mileage. But again, I've said this already today, you cannot predict what the trail is going to be like until you actually get there, or how your body's going to respond, because the trail changes as you go north. It's not just the same trail. If it was the same gradual grades and switchbacks and non-rocky mountains that I had down south, I would be pushing 25, no problem. But it's not. The mountains are different up here. So be ready for that. Be ready for that change. And don't expect that you're just magically going to keep doing 25s once you've worked yourself up to that. And I'm taking a few days off to rest my feet and to try to get new shoes. But I went to my local REI here to look for new shoes. They don't carry any bigger than 13s. So the answer is just to wait until I can get a pair ordered from online. So it sounds like it's going to be a little bit longer till I can get my shoes, but they are now ordered and they are incoming 3 to 4 weeks from now. That's New York City. This trail is what's known as the State Line Trail. We have AT South, SL for State Line Trail, and AT North. Here it is, folks. I found it. New Jersey, New York. Hey y'all, I just crossed into New York State. Goodbye, New Jersey. There's a flag flying here on Prospect Rock, which is the highest point on the AT in New York. Hello, little fella. How are you doing today? What are you thinking about? New York is not easy. Wow, New York's difficult. But you know what? I can take all the time I need. Just enjoy it out here. Be in nature. Because it's fun hiking. Little lake and some mountains that I can see. Beautiful. Now we have a 8 or so 9 foot tall rock to scramble up. This trail is fun. New York is a lot of climbing over boulders like this and then seeing what's on the other side. So like drag my pole and then come on up. And then you go down the other side. Up, I'm not going up a straight edge like that. So instead, this is the rock face. I have to figure out a way up. I'm a climbing instructor. I'm a climbing director, aren't I? I can do it. Have your shoes laid out before your hike. That is, have your shoes ready. Buy all the pairs of shoes you need so you're not trying to frantically look for them during the hike when you desperately need new shoes like I have been. Also, that goes with that, your tip is to always have your hiking shoes one size larger than your regular shoes. Gorgeous.
Hi.
Guess who's here?
Surprise.
Guess who else is here? Lyric. Frizzle.
Oh, Stick.
Yeah.
I meant to tell you, we were hiking at High Point, and Johnny came up to us and was like, oh, you're from Six Videos, which I think I did text you, but
I
it was
think you
really
did.
crazy because I was like, wow, we're
Yeah.
side characters in Stick's journey on the AG.
Isn't that great? It says, welcome hikers from here down. We are here at the Warwick Drive In. Welcome to Warwick Drive In. There's Porta Johns over there, and there's like 3 screens that they have. Look at Lyric. He's ready to watch some movies. This is my tent here. I gotta take the front in a little bit. Make this more taut. So this is my tent. On Gossamer Gear the 1. And I don't think I'm doing anything wrong with these tension lines.
Don't tell them it's taken me 3 tries to film my tent.
Well, then why do you just tell them? We are here at the Warwick Drive-In Theater, getting ready for a movie that's going to start in about half hour, maybe a little more. My gosh, I thought that was the waterfall. I found a different one, much bigger and prettier. There's a well-used campground right over there. All right, gotta get up there somehow. All right, lesson with Stick the Eagle bouldering. When you see a rock like this, you have to get up. It's about 4 feet tall. You might want to try and put your foot like this and step like this. But then all of your weight when you step up is going to be on your toes. Instead, you want to do something like this and use the side of your foot, which will much better support your weight when you step up to get on top of this rock. This terrain, now we're going down there just to go up the next side. I have to get up that. All right, y'all, there's more. Ta-da, and up there. You see that arrow right there? That's where we're going. Welcome to bouldering with Stick the Eagle. For perspective, I'm 6'3". The rock is right here. That's like 5 feet. Or almost, maybe 4.5. And then I have that much more to do. And not only do I have to find a way up that, it is wet. Very wet, even though it hasn't been raining today. All right, I was just way down there. And there's still more to do up there, but I think I've done the worst of it. Oh, I told you this trail in New York has no flat sections. It's either up or down. For the record, yes, it was Buchanan Mountain. This descent has been crazy steep. Just to take my time. All right, let's look back up it now. There we go, Appalachian Trail, Lemon Squeezer 1.7, Fingerboard Shelter about 4. Bryan Shelter is 9.2. And the Hudson River is about 19 miles from here. I think I found it. Do you think that whoever wrote this AT and that arrow was laughing as they did it? Say, ha ha ha, I get to send you through here. This is the Lemon Squeezer. AT. This isn't the bad part. I was here back in January, did a shakedown here, step up here. This, my friends, is the Squeezer. Palisades Parkway 9, Bear Mountain Bridge 16. Mount Katahdin, Maine, less than 800. What? Ready to cross 1,400 miles today? This is a view of Silver Mine Lake. Seven Lakes Drive goes right by it, and so does the trail that leads to the parking area by Seven Lakes Drive, which I can actually see. That's where I parked for my shakedown in February. There's my first look at the Hudson River. And just next to it is the New York City skyline. I'm at 1399.9. So I need to look out for a 1400 marker. This is beautiful. Look at that Hudson River. And then I find this, a big 1400! 1400 miles on the Appalachian Trail. Yay! This is where they added 4 miles. This is the old AT this way and goes over the Palace State Parkway through the median up West Mountain and to that point. However, now it's that whole yellow detour that adds 4 miles to the trail, which is why last year the trail went from 2193 or 2194 to 2198. Bear Mountain State Park. AT, closed alternate route and keep out. I don't want to keep out. I don't want to go on the road. First course here at the Bear Mountain Inn. Waiting for the meal, but ice cream's here, so ice cream first and some calories. Now that I've finished most of my ice cream, the main course came. We have chicken tenders and a Philly cheesesteak with no onion. Hi, White Blaze. This is the official AT. There's the Bear Mountain Bridge with Bear Mountain in the background. The Hudson River and Bear Mountain right there. You can see the tower up there. Clouds have an interesting formation too. This water, I have not used my water filter since Pennsylvania. I know. A lot of the water sources in New Jersey and New York are sketchy, and they haven't wanted to use them. But it is possible, if you play it right, to not have to get any water from any water sources besides delis and water spigots at state parks throughout New Jersey and New York. So you play it right, you stop at the delis and trailside markets, they fill up your water for you. All you have to do is bring your water bottles in and ask. They love to do it. And state parks, we've been going through so many state parks. If you're willing to walk a couple 100 feet off trail, they all have spigots that you can use to refill your water, and it's portable water. All right, y'all, tell me how you can't stop here. Walking on these boards, and I see the Appalachian Market right there. It's literally right off the trail. Appalachian Market. Here we are at the Appalachian Market. Let's see what they have inside. Look at this. Springer Mountain, Georgia, all the way through Virginia, PA, New Jersey, New York. You are here. This barely even looks like a trail. The blaze is there. It's like hidden. And then there's like just grass. Just walking through this waist-high grass at this point. These bugs have been annoying. I miss my Tramily. I miss being with people. I want to take off these clothes. I feel gross. I haven't taken a shower in 4 days. And I just want to do laundry again, take a shower, feel clean, and go on a nice walk in the woods. I ain't got too much food. All right, you and I both know that bugs can be annoying. And they've been annoying me today quite a bit. You know, when you're having your backyard picnic, you'd like a bug-free environment, but they keep on annoying you and want to drive you inside. That's kind of what I'm dealing with. But then the thought occurred to me that I just need to embrace all that is God's, all that is nature. And that includes the bugs, that includes the warmth, includes the birds singing around me, and everything that I see. God created it all, and we are here to embrace it all. White Blaze. If you're truly at peace, nothing will annoy you. Is that an intro on my hat? That's an intro on my hat. See what I mean? They're all over me. Then, very, very buggy. Trail, very overgrown in many places. Attitude, not great. I could have been better. Just one of those rough days. And my phone just got stuck in a spider web. Overall, 17 miles, still good. Views, like, none. So all these climbs are pointless because there's still trees blocking any potential view. But overall, I have to say it's a good day because it was a good weather, even though it was buggy. Stop putting negatives when I say a positive. Come on. It's a good weather. I'm on the AT. Any day on the AT is a good day. It's skinny, but even amid this rugged terrain, it is flat. That is so welcome. What is this? What is that? What kind of phone is that? I know what it is. It's the dial phone. IT hiker camping, 1.5 miles. That's me. Concession stand. I don't care about concession stand. Telephone of the wind. That's kind of neat. Wow, you're welcome to find solace here. You can wow. Hey God, help me to feel at home here. I really came out here to reconnect with you, and sometimes I don't feel connected, and I wanted to change. So help me to do whatever I need to do to feel you in more of my life. Oh, thank you, Lord. Talk to you soon. Bye. Oh my. It's a bear. Hey, bear. Hey, bear. Hey, bear. Hey, bear. Are you having a good night, bear? Yeah? I hope so. How's the AT? How's the AT treating ya? Whoa, what are you attacking? You go in your own space, right? It's nice seeing you, bear. Have fun climbing those rocks. See ya. I saw a bear! See, as long as you make yourself known to it, it won't attack you. If, you know, just talk to it. I talk to it. You could hear my reaction entirely. Talk to it to keep myself calm and let the bear know you're there, and it hears your intention behind your voice. It knows if you mean harm. I have a little view from Long Hill here. Our next Long Hill Road. I'm feeling a little tired right now. I'm gonna go for these jelly beans, sport beans, electrolytes mix. Wow, you all, coming down from that mountaintop, and there was this woman up there who says she comes to the mountain every single day, every single morning. She lives right in the area to pray. And I'm like, wow, you know, I love that you do that. And it reset my whole day, especially after the day yesterday where I felt like I was just complaining a lot. It reminded me just of how much I can be present with God if I just pay attention to Him. So I'm gonna do that more. I took the moment to just say a prayer in the mountaintop, and I felt connected. And after my phone call yesterday with God, if you watched my video yesterday, I think God is putting these people in my life just like this random woman on the mountaintop who came up there to pray. I had a slow morning, and if I had gone out early, I wouldn't have met her. The timing just worked out perfectly to just meet her in this moment right now while she was up there. God works in mysterious ways and in wonderful ways, and he's reaching out to us. You know, there's always been hate in the world, always, since Cain and Abel. There's only one thing that we really can focus on to lessen the impact of hate in the world and violence, and that is to love one another. When we spread love and kindness to the stranger, it lessens the impact of hate. And if someone wrongs you, instead of hating them or paying them vengeance, trying to get them back, give them some time. Let them experience the love of forgiveness and be shocked by your response. Is the RPH shelter. Boiling my water. I'm gonna have some beef stroganoff for lunch. It's not quite 12. Bugs and Bushmen stayed here on the 16th talking about rain and wet feet. Nickels was stopped through on the 17th, the day after. And Casper, I don't know if Casperella is Casper or not. But anyway, I just met the rookies. They're a cool couple. And there's me. Hot today. This is the beautiful view. Look out at God's creation. More cliff blocks. Lots of electrolytes today. Huge little tree. I appreciate it. Not quite as big as the Kefir oak, but it's up there. 4 bars of service here. Came to a place with some houses. AT's telling us to go down this road. And then Bushman and Bugs and Casper, PBJ and Nickels all in a row there on the 17th and 18th. I met Branch and Rock Lizard. And then I have to show this Stratton Tornado. Stick the Eagle if you see this. Hello. Hello back to you. And then Lyric, may catch Lyric. He was here for the night 3 days ago, so he's 2.5 days ahead of me right now. And there's me. This is Nuclear Lake. This is Nuclear Lake. Nuclear Lake. It is a nice breeze here. These are the moments where I feel at peace, just sitting here, looking at scenes like this. Hey y'all, the golden slippers have arrived. That is, my new Topo Traverse shoes have been delivered. Now, I just need to connect with them. This is West Dover Road, and look at this oak tree. This is so big. Wow. Hey everyone, I found the Dover Oak, the largest oak tree on the Appalachian Trail, and this is West Dover Road. I remember the Kefir oak, the second largest. This is the Dover Oak, the largest. Also, my dad parked here way back when, at this road, when we were trying to complete a little bit of the New York section of the AT. So I've done from here to the Connecticut border about 9 miles. I feel like I'm walking through a cornfield. It's a little boardwalk. And we are about to go out into the sun again where it's warmer. I see a bench though. Maybe we should take a break on the bench in the shade. Nice boardwalk here, and there's a nice breeze. It's getting later in the day, so the sun isn't as hot anymore. I'm enjoying this, but I can't take a break on every one of these benches back there. I'm sorry, there's so many benches. Look both ways before crossing the tracks. There we go. Appalachian Trail. to Mahoosuc and to Southeast White Plains and New York. I beg to differ. There is no trail here. Where do you see a trail? A lot of these are pricker bushes too. Ow. This is bad trail conditions right here. Okay. Now this looks a little more like a trail. More of the same, New York. I'm glad I'm not doing this at night. This would just look like bushes. There's a small little trail through here. Very small. And they have to, oh gosh, weed my way slowly through all of these prickers. Whoa. I wouldn't want to see that at night. Doesn't that look like a scary face? That's what I see. That's a face. And this tree is somehow still alive. Ah! Help! That tree kind of picked me up. I was feeling tired. I still am feeling tired. It's one of the longer days I've done since the first day in Jersey. I don't know if I quite hit 20 today, but I'm close to 20. What? Wow. That's odd. There's nobody around.
We have made it to 1.5 miles, less than that actually, to the Connecticut border.
This is the Wiley Shelter. And I just put these shoes on for probably the last time. So, enjoy this moment, shoes. It's a pretty new tent platform there at Wiley. And there's a little free library, Dover Plains Library. Ahoy there! Welcome to Connecticut, gateway to New England. Hey y'all! We have made it to my home state of Connecticut and New England. That thunder's getting close. I am contemplating staying under this roof at this trail kiosk thing, or pushing on the 2.3 miles to the Mount Algo shelter. But this storm seems like it's closer than it would take me to hike 2 miles. And I did not want to get caught in a thunderstorm or a downpour, and I've got a little tiny shelter roof right here. We're waiting. I just saw a lightning flash too. And onward we go. There's a little overhang I stayed about an hour behind or underneath. While it was thunderstorming, now of course everything is wet. Look at this trail. We had some heavy rain. I heard more thunder. I'm 0.3 away from the shelter, so for a second I was considering the rain's not bad. I can just keep on walking. And then thunder. Ten-mile river shelter after making it over 10-mile hill, and I ran into Pac-Man. Pac-Man. And yeah, how's the weather?
It's beautiful. Beautiful day of rain and
Beautiful.
rain, not a storm.
We just, yeah, we kind of said as I was saying on the way down here that I'd be okay walking in the rain. The rain's fine, but when there's thunder around, you don't want to be walking on a ridge.
Right.
So yeah, I'm wet. Just took off my outerlayer to dry and my pack cover and everything. So we're gonna hang out here till the thunder passes. This is where the 10-mile river meets the Housatonic River. So that's the Houstonic River right there. The AT doesn't go over any of those, but they're there and they're beautiful. We are now back in Connecticut. We were in New York for about 2 miles where that view was, and I found a very hard to find person over here. What's your name?
Ghost Runner.
Ghost Runner. See, he's a ghost runner, so it's hard to find him, and I found him.
I'm super spooky.
There's some mysterious man coming up on me here.
I know you.
Hey, I know you too. What's your trail name? Don't slip.
Slip. My trail name is Slip.
Hi, Slip. It's nice to meet you. Haha, Slip fell. Here, there is a sign of a duck to tell you to duck underneath this. There's one on the other side too. Isn't that so funny? Also, I spy 2 ducks. They are hastily swimming across the river. What? 1500 right around the corner. What? What did that say? Look out, here comes Dick the Eagle. I love it. 700 miles from Mount Katahdin. They're here to celebrate the 700 miles. Go, Brian! There we go. Following the blazes. And of course, there's a Yukon sign. White blaze. And it says, welcome to Connecticut, home of Stick the Eagle, embrace the journey, happy trails. I love it. I see a Nickels. Nickels on trail. How's Connecticut? Been embracing the journey.
I've been embracing the journey for sure.
And hello, hello.
Want a drink or something? Help yourself.
We have a huge spread here. We have, I love how the drinks are shown on the floor of what's inside. That's really creative. And then ice, more drinks. And up here we have lots and lots of fruit and sandwiches, condiments, chips and snacks of all sorts, lots of cookies and cake that says Appalachian Trail, Connecticut miles 1460.8 to 1512.9. I love that. And then a make your own trail mix bar here, some water. That's awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And get your shirt in there to explore more. Love the mountains. This is my uncle.
Hello,
thank you
you
so
too.
much for providing this for us, for Nickels and Frizzle and myself and everybody who might happen to stop by.
And on behalf of Sticks family, thank you so much for all the supporters who have helped them, all the trail magics that have happened, and the subscribers and the viewers. It's been amazing to see this experience for them. So thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for giving back to the trail through this. This is so much. Camp friends. This is going to be a momentous occasion because I think I'm about to take off these shoes for perhaps the last time.
I have to tell you, I was thinking on the way here, what if I got into a fiery crash? Save the shoes before I save myself.
Save the shoes. Have a few holes in here. There's a new one that's developed over here. But hey, they've gotten me 1,467.4 miles since mountain crossings. It's a Frizzle sighting! I should have, wow. I should have shown my old shoe next to this one. Yeah, this is a brand new size 14 Topo Traverse. My old Topo Traverse got me very many miles.
Stick the Eagle is putting on a brand new pair of shoes for the first time in 3 entire months.
Feels so good. Here we go!
1500! This is the 1500 mile marker from Springer Mountain. We all get to celebrate 1500 together.
Oh, sorry. Here, line it up.
Yeah, Bear,
Race.
Grace.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Everett. Race. Mount Race is the largest.
So we can see into Massachusetts from here.
Yeah, the somewhere there is Sage's Ravine.
This hill down into Salisbury is kind of steep. Are you okay, Frizzle? I was just saying it was kind of steep. We tumble. Here's the view from Lion's Head. Maybe we'll get Nickels' Head in there too.
Good one. Lion's Head and Nickels' Head.
Yeah. And there's Twins Lake. Want Frizzle's Head too?
Are you going?
Go.
You upload your videos at 3, right?
Yes.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Here we have a view of Bear Mountain, Connecticut. What you can't see is Sage's Ravine, which is where we will cross into Massachusetts. And then through the trees over there, you might be able to see 2 more peaks. The closer one is Mount Everett. The second is Mount Race. Beyond Mount Race is the Double Shelter, which is where we're going today.
Good job, Professor Nickels.
Thank you. I did this better than MP3 did.
There was one spot Lyric and I were at, and he just like kind of laid down in the water. It was just enough for him to float a little bit.
Happy 2,000 feet.
Yay.
First time we have crossed 2,000 feet since Shenandoah National Park.
That's wild.
That's hard to believe, but it's true. When we left Shenandoah National Park, we descended from 2,000 feet of elevation and never went back until now. This is the view from Bear Mountain. What does the sign say? Massachusetts, Connecticut. Welcome to the Connecticut section of the AT. We're leaving the Connecticut section.
Welcome to Massachusetts.
We get to cross the river now.
Woo, my state. Here.
Welcome home.
Yay.
Jalen has walked home.
Welcome to Massachusetts. Welcome home, Frizzle.
Yay, I'm so excited.
You're getting farther from home, Nickels.
Farther, so are you.
Yeah,
So am I now.
So are you.
No longer in my home state of Connecticut. Where we're headed. I knew I'd run into these two at the next viewpoint.
Professor Nickels needs to make a quick correction.
Fact check.
Okay.
This is the ledges of Mount Race,
Yes.
not Mount Everett.
Yes.
Mount Race is before Everett. I think I was wrong.
Thank you, Professor Nickels.
Live fact check.
This is the trail. Ledges. That might be the top of Mount Race there.
I did my college freshman backpacking orientation. We stopped at the pond back there and we wrote letters to ourselves that we then got as seniors. And so as we passed, I was like, Nickels, I need to stop at this pond because it's meaningful and we gotta, like, you know, reminisce and be nostalgic. And then we get there and there's 4 people and they have sausage, chicken, steak, lentils, wine. They have everything. And so they gave us dinner and it was like the best end to the best day on trail.
Watermelon chips. All right, y'all, we're back on trail, heading up the hill. Hey, y'all, that was actually really nice. Got to see the Memorial Day picnic in Great Barrington and hang out with Frizzle and Nickels for a bit in town. Nickels on trail got here. What'd you just say? The more wet you got, the more I laughed and how miserable it was. The more you laughed, yeah.
Embrace the journey.
Embrace the journey. I was kind of thinking the same thing, as I was just soaked to the skin and couldn't do anything about it. Just like, well, what can I do but keep walking? A little reflection on rain. If we're to embrace everything of God's creation, we are also to embrace the rain. Because it is rain that nourishes the earth and makes all this green life possible. All the beauty we appreciate would not be possible if it didn't rain. Listen to the birds, listen to the wind on a nice day. And I can take all the time I want just to embrace this moment and this fellowship with nature. For this is a footpath for those who seek fellowship with the wilderness. I feel so remote here on this trail. It's like so cool. I think I'm gonna love Maine because that is known for being remote. So far, Massachusetts is rivaling North Carolina as my favorite state in the AT so far because, well, North Carolina had the gorgeous views that I absolutely loved. Massachusetts is starting to get to that point where I realize I'm starting to near the end. I'm in the last third of my trip here, of our trip. We've passed the 2/3 mark and it's more remote and we're able to reflect more on what it means to be out here, surrounded by nothing but nature. There's the cabin. We have a cabin and bear box. What was that?
He said stick the eagle in his eagle shirt.
In my eagle shirt. Yes. I love all the fruit here. It's amazing. Love when they have grape soda. All right, this is the top of Warner Hill. You can see that mountain range there. And that, my friends, is Mount Greylock. I can see, I hope you can see, but I can see the tower on the top of Mount Greylock there. Now we're at Levardi's, still eating pizza and eating ice cream. Frizzle's here.
Hey.
Rain again. What's happening is it's not the seams. When I touch the tent, it's dripping down from the tent. So this part is definitely not waterproof anymore. I need to get some waterproof spray. Oh Lord, how beautiful are your mountains here on Mount Greylock. I remember this last walk through the pine trees and then emerging and seeing this, the tower on the top of Mount Greylock.
Try not to look right at the sun.
It's actually chilly out here. I'm glad to have had this opportunity for this sunset. Thanks to, I think it was your idea to come up here.
And sunrise tomorrow.
Sunrise tomorrow. Get ready.
So subscribe.
So subscribe.
Make sure you get the notification for that video tomorrow.
What was your favorite part of today?
Balsam fir.
Yeah, the smell of the firs was unbelievable. It was so good.
In the distance there, I guess that might be Catskills or Adirondacks.
Somewhere over
Adirondacks.
there is like the tri-state.
And then Vermont is that way. Open here at Renee's Diner. Good food, good company, good weather. This is like a dream that I never thought would come true. And I've reached Vermont. The Vermont Long Trail, a footpath in the wilderness. 273 miles north to Canada. Wow. Welcome to Vermont! I'm loving the remoteness. It's not like New York and Connecticut, where those ups and downs were just there because there was a hill. It's just because it's remote and there's nothing else here, and I feel like I'm in the middle of nowhere. On another beautiful pond. On another beautiful remote pond. Good morning and welcome to day 100 on the Appalachian Trail.
Hey Nickels, if you could bring 100 of something to celebrate our reaching hundreds, because we're all reaching 100 this weekend, or is this a weekend?
Today's Saturday.
Yes, it's a weekend. So we're all reaching 100. What would you bring 100 of to celebrate?
I'd bring 100 friends to go backpacking with.
And we'd all fit in the shelter.
No, we would be kidding. Okay, everyone, it's Nickels, the videographer here. We're gonna do a deep dive into Stick the Eagle's bear can here. Do us a favor and pull out that peak refuel that you were showing us earlier.
This one?
Yes.
This chicken Alfredo pasta.
Chicken Alfredo pasta. Stick.
Really good.
When did you put that specific peak refuel?
It's a little dusty.
It's a little dusty. And when did you put that in your bear can?
Right before my hike.
So Stick the Eagle has been carrying this chicken Alfredo pasta.
This one meal, this one peak refill is the only thing in here that I know of.
Over 1,600 miles from Springer Mountain.
But I'm getting down there. I might need to eat it.
You're not allowed to eat it now. You have to carry it.
First it says I can't eat it because I've carried it 1,600, then I need to carry the last 600.
Yeah, it could be your last
Under
meal on
600.
trail.
Hey Nickels, happy day 100. Nickels day 100 on the Appalachian Trail. Everyone say happy 100 Nickels.
Happy 100 Nickels!
Good comment, hooray for Nickels.
Trail magic and resupply for Frizzle. This is terrific. Nickels is here. And the bugs are here for trail magic too, right?
My blood is the bugs trail magic.
There's Nickels somewhere.
Celebration.
Soda from Frizzle's mom. Yeah. When you hike with friends, it goes much quicker. And I definitely went much faster up that mountain.
Guys,
now that I was hiking with friends.
Been, like, race car speed today. Earlier, I was behind him and I had to like jog. I actually was jogging to keep up.
It's because I'm with friends.
And then I said, I'll see you later.
Stratton Mountain Tower. Frizzle climbed down already, but Nickels is here. Gorgeous views all around. This is just gorgeous here at the top of Stratton, looking back toward Glastonbury and Greylock, which is the highest far peak right over there. Stratton Pond, beautiful and remote, and it looks pretty clean.
Dick just told me to stop.
I did tell him to stop. It's watching far out, and we are at mile 1648.1.
Wow.
Which means that we just crossed the 3/4 way mark.
That is so exciting. I can't believe it.
So congratulations on 3/4 of the way.
And on day 100.
To Katahdin on day 100.
And day 101 and day 99.
Yeah.
Hey.
This is the gate on the Appalachian Trail. The gate.
Representation of the transition of your journey as you leave the mid-Atlantic and the flatter states of New England behind you, beginning this more remote, more wild, and more challenging portion of your road to Katahdin.
There we go.
Sobos go around it.
Sobos go around it. It's from the top of Bromley Mountain. This is looking northeast. It's looking east toward the Whites. We're going north. It's Dials Peak immediately there, and then Killington is over there. We'll be going in a couple days. Hey guys, what's that print? Is that moose? It's not a human print. A little closer look at it. I'm here in this pine forest and I see my first moose scat. I'm pretty sure that's moose scat. You notice a lot more, you enjoy it a lot more when you just stop and you look around you and you appreciate the beauty of the pines or the firs and God's creation, what God has created out here. And you notice more animals too. To the top yet, but wow, that is gorgeous. Wow. This is a technical climb. It's a blaze up there, but it takes some figuring out. This is not a repeat image. Sharp rocks, more of the same, but the gorgeous views make it worth it. I can get there by 8. I believe in us. We get to cross a suspension bridge. Look at this big branch. Isn't that gorgeous? Here is a little rock pond. So pristine and beautiful. And Frizzle apparently just saw an eagle.
Yes.
I'm jealous. I don't know. I don't see anything. What did we find? Look at all of this. There's even an A. Caution, vortex ahead. Vortex ahead. Hello, hello, hello. That way. Whoa. What a beautiful setup. I love the chairs. Amazing. 1684.3, yay.
Should be pretty light because I don't have a lot of water.
Nickels in his pack.
16.9.
16.9.
Dang, Nickels. 8. That's great.
What was it, Frizzle?
19.9. 8,
19.9. And I have not weighed my pack in a while. We are at 33.4 or 5. This is Ghost Runner and his pack. 8.9. E.T. I love the woods. Shout out to Osprey too for designing packs that fit you so well that you don't realize when you're carrying double the weight of some of your friends. And there's a bridge here. There's a blaze. Nice suspension bridge. Wow. Look at that gorge. This is the terrain we're going up right now. We are on the trail on day 104. And we stayed at the Yellow Deli last night. What'd you guys think of the Yellow Deli?
We made it out alive.
Yeah,
we made it out
they
alive.
didn't mention anything about, like, I don't know, communities or anything, but it was actually a really nice day. I liked the Yellow Deli. We had a good experience. So.
Hey.
What did we find, Professor Nickels?
Rocks.
Yeah, what would K be?
Katahdin.
We think it's
New
all
York,
the
NC,
states.
G for Georgia, MA, Mass, T, Tennessee. What else do we have? P for Pennsylvania.
This is a C.
West, WV, West Virginia.
West Virginia, Virginia, New Jersey, garbage state.
The trail continues there. There is the amazing view from Killington. And that's the trail I just came up. And have to go back down in a little bit. I see the top. Da, 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 da. So that is looking south where we just came from. And then there's endless mountains as far as we can see. There's Rutland down there. And we are now looking west to the Green Mountains for Vermont. Tomorrow, folks, we have people waiting for us in trailhead parking. So there's this place called the Long Trail Pub. And we have dinner at Chef's Pizza, eggplant parm. There's Frizzle.
I'm so excited to eat some food.
Yes, we have grape soda as well, of course. There'll be a test at the end. What's my favorite grape soda? Or what's my favorite soda? And Nichols is having his food. And Buckeye. I think this is it, the Maine Junction. Here we go, Appalachian Trail. And we have white blazes in 2 directions, so we need to choose a direction carefully. Maine Junction. It says LT to the left, AT to the right. That says Long Trail North. That sign says Appalachian Trail North. North Country Trail also starts right here on the Long Trail. The sign says to North Dakota. NCT, 4,815 miles to North Dakota. Maine Junction. Maine Junction, right here. We are now deciding between Appalachian Trail, Long Trail, or North Country Trail. This is just beautiful, Vermont. Gorgeous. Wow. Oh, look, a family of geese. I think it's terrific how my hike has changed and to recognize how my hike has changed as it's gone forward. And when I started at Springer, I was counting the miles and trying to keep on the pace that I set for myself all throughout Georgia and getting worried if I was off pace and how to make up those miles. But now I just prefer meandering through the woods and looking around, taking it all in and taking it piece by piece and not wanting it to end. So that's a very distinct difference. The miles will come, but the main piece to focus on out here is to look around. Look at that view of the mountains with the clouds there. Gorgeous. Nichols wants more town food. Gazelle was here on 5:30. That's like 7 days ago now. This one's a new one. Hello, ladder. I think this is the first physical ladder that we have on the Appalachian Trail. And a road here. I think we get to go across this lovely bridge. And just like that, we're going downhill. Sometimes you wonder why you go all the way up to the way toppity top of a hill, have no view, and then go all the way down another steep downhill. But I've been reflecting on this, and I think that it really makes you one with the mountains. It makes you appreciate who the mountains are a little bit more by going all the way to the top, by following their ridges instead of just skirting the side of them. They make you more one with the mountain itself by finding each backbone, each curvature on all of these mountains. And yeah, we don't go over every mountain, but by going over all these humps and bumps, I feel like I have become more one with nature, more one with what God has created out here. I appreciate the majesty of it, the glory of it, I guess. Railings and a nice spot to sit and enjoy the view. So I'm sitting on this bench now, enjoying this wonderful breeze and enjoying this little bit of a hazy view, but a view nonetheless. This is looking directly east toward New Hampshire. Look at how thoughtful Nichols was.
Since they're closed now, stuck us here after that.
I got here well after closing. Nichols wrote in the entry about how he was rushing to get here before they closed, and he got here. And he saved me. I did read that one. And he saved me my favorite kind of ice cream. I can't believe it. A little mown field here that we get to cross. Some trail mix to pick my mental attitude up. I made this trail mix from peanut M&Ms, the dried fruit, so there's dried cranberries, raisins, and apricots in here. Some of these grasses are almost as tall as me. I only know where to go because I can kind of see the tread. There we go, now it's opening up a little bit. Look at these purple flowers. I don't know what they are, but they're so beautiful. So I am sitting down on a tree, taking a little rest, going up this hill. Probably just a 10-minute breather, get some water, get some snacks, and then continue on. But my legs are hurting, my feet are hurting. And if I'm just going to stay with them at 17 miles, I don't need to rush it. I don't want to rush it any time. Whenever I am having a poor mental attitude, I think I need to take more breaks and just take in the moments, like the sound of the rushing water and so forth. Hey, that's your tip for today. Guess who I met at this viewpoint here?
Wow.
And these. Apparently, Frizzle's parents went back to get them before they went on their day trip, which was really kind of them. Since it was me who forgot to trade the cars, so I really appreciate that, Buckeye and B. I really appreciate, you know, they went out of their way to get my poles back real quick.
Hello, Stick Eagle viewers.
Oh, this is why we love Vermont. Who's happy?
Welcome to our new home for the night.
Thank you. Thank you for the welcome. Are you happy?
Yes, I'm very happy.
Good.
Got my 6th day of swimming in.
It's getting windy, but we're here at the shelter. There's pine needles falling everywhere. Can you? It's probably not picking up in the camera, but it's like catching a snowflake in your tongue, catch a pine needle in your tongue. So remember to embrace the journey and happy trails. Here we are, Vermont, New Hampshire, with the Connecticut River in the background. We have reached Vermont and New Hampshire border, crossing into New Hampshire. I'm here with the priest. Woo! Yeah. Let's keep hiking north. 2 states left. We got our free bakery item here at Lou's Bakery.
It's delicious. Would recommend.
We're still waiting on Nickels. He'll be here soon.
Where he is?
Nickels is here. Here comes Nickels. We went from Lou's to Bermudo's, because they're both hiker-friendly places and they give you free. We got our free pastry stuff. Sobo AT goes on
Where the going gets
this. Where the going gets tough. Follow the line. Those are the blazes. Around the tree. Over the bridge. This is the bridge. You are here. New Hampshire. Nickels found Katahdin. We did it! And they are greeting us with a steep climb right off the bat. Let's see how the priest handles this one. It's Nickels on trail!
Woo! Hooray for Nickels.
That's a tall mountain and the whites are off that way. I don't think I can see them because of the clouds right now, or maybe the trees. It might be a little further this way. But that is a pretty view from the south peak of Moose Mountain.
You guys were fine until you got here, Steg.
Really? What are you eating?
Food. It's a sandwich.
Why are you eating food?
Well, it's supper time.
It's supper time. Good morning, y'all. I've been waiting at Moose Mountain Shelter for the heavy rain to stop. It's day 108 on the Appalachian Trail, and I can do whatever I want because we're just hiking northbound every day. No matter how big or small, we want to enjoy this journey out here, right? Exactly. We're out here to enjoy ourselves, embrace the journey, and it's not worth it if we're just slugging through the rain, is it? That is our destination. Currently it's 7 o'clock. Iron rungs going up the rock. Well, I guess that's good because this rock would be slippery without them. We are just in time to catch the sunset behind that row of clouds. Gorgeous. Look at this mist and this cloud just coming on over. Y'all, we're here in the Smarts Mountain Fire Tower. We're gonna go down to the cabin. My pack's still at the bottom of the tower, but it's been a day. Unfortunately, we are in a cloud, so there's no sunrise to be had this morning. It's 5 in the morning. This is the cabin. I made sure I was up at 5 for our sunrise today. Wow. There's Smarts Mountain again, right there. And then that's looking south. And then this is looking west into the Green Mountains of Vermont. Serious question for you all. I want to hear what you all think. AT a second time or PCT for the next long trail? Look who I found.
Yeah. We just left and we're like, watch us see Stick on the other side of the road.
You guys going to Jeffrey's?
Yes.
I'm gonna stay at Hiker's Welcome tonight.
Okay.
Use some Wi-Fi, get some videos up.
Yeah, get your box.
There's a good crowd there.
There's a good crowd
Yeah?
there.
All
I was
right.
debating, but I was like, it's only like less than a mile. But
Yeah. Good, cool to see you.
Yes.
I knew you were around somewhere. It's either there or Jeffrey's Brook. So,
yeah.
how was your day?
It was great. Got here, showered, did laundry, ate a pizza.
Great morning
Awesome.
views on Mount Cube.
Mount Cube was beautiful.
Mount Cube and North Cube.
Yeah.
A very cloudy view of the whites. It was so cool. It was a very powerful image, seeing the whites covered in fog.
Yeah.
But everything, it was a sunny, bright, and foggy, all at the same time. It was very
Yeah, it was a weird day. It was like
you could feel the power of the whites.
rain, cold,
Yep.
fog, clouds, sun, everything.
Yeah, that's New England
Yeah.
weather.
Well, you two have a good night at Jeffrey's.
Yeah. See you
And I'll
tomorrow.
catch up with you probably tomorrow.
Sounds good.
Now we're road walking the quarter mile to the hostel. We are road walking back to trail, finally! There's where we exited last night. There's the water cache still there. All right, we're coming down to this river here. We have to get over there. Good morning. Welcome to the Appalachian Trail. We are Stick the Eagle, and we are hiking northbound from Springer Mountain, Georgia to Katahdin, Maine. We're here in New Hampshire today, and we are starting the White Mountains with Mahoosuc today. I almost walked right past this. 1,800 miles on the Appalachian Trail. Structure up here. It was not a false summit. It is the real summit. Now that is north toward the Whites, shrouded in fog. Wow. How foreboding is that? I shouldn't have looked. I was like, I've got to be getting close, right? I've gone 0.3 miles in the last hour and a half plus. What? That is so discouraging. I am literally sliding down these rocks. Like, I have to sit down and slide. There's a step down there. That's where the trail goes somehow. Okay, now, this is exhausting. We just left the road. So Mount Wolf is 3,400 feet of elevation total. So it's total elevation gain of 1,600 feet over 4 miles. So it should be much less steep than what it just came down. The Whites are real. A lot harder than I thought they would be. I'm having this odd pain in my chest. I'm not sure. I never felt anything like it before. Just trying to push up this mountain. And I just started feeling it. Whew, it's still there. I'm gonna take it easy. I think I was trying to take on that hill too fast, and my lungs just started having issue with that. Maybe, I don't know. I was just feeling sweaty and lightheaded, and my chest hurt for whatever reason. Never had that before, but we're just gonna maybe take more breaks. I just really wanted to catch Frizzle and Nickels, and I just can't keep up with them. The Whites are so much harder than I expected. It's getting emotional. Oh, man. Guess I'll see him again sometime. I've just got to take care of me right now. Stay positive. All right, Mount Wolf, I'm coming for you. Just had my good emotional session, realizing that I might not see Frizzle and Nickels again. But I'm going to just resign to hiking the Whites myself at my own pace, and we're gonna get this done and enjoy it along the way. 12 o'clock tip to you is do this with your buff. I used to only wear this around my neck, but then I realized it has so many more uses. I can wear it in the side of my head like this to cover my ears. So that's amazing, and it prevents the bugs from flying in. Look at that. Look at that, Franconia Ridge. Gorgeous. Liberty, Lincoln, and Lafayette. I think Lafayette is the tallest one over there. Eliza Brook is so beautiful. I'm loving it in the morning here. Even though I'm tired, I love these waterfalls. Well, you see a tap here, find the board. That's what I'm gonna have to do right here to make sure I'm not going too deep. Until who knows when. It's pretty though. When the boards are underneath a couple inches of water, you have to tap, 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 because then you find it's much deeper there. I'm still tapping my way through this mess, but look at this beauty here. Didn't somebody tell me that at Klingman's Dome, the AT was all downhill from there because that was the highest point? This is not downhill. This is how tall I am. This is the mountain. I will say that I think the climb up to South Kinsman was harder than Mahoosuc. Harder than that mountain right over there. That down there is Lonesome Lake, where the Lonesome Lake hut is, and I have to descend. The AT goes right past that. And then the AT goes up there near Mount Liberty and then follows the whole ridge. This is the top. Liberty. I'm climbing Little Haystack Mountain here, and I feel just worn out. Gotta keep climbing though. I just wanted to share that moment with you. Right there, and then I'll be sleeping in between there, and then the ridge line. And Washington. Washington over there. Garfield looks so short from here. We have made it to the top of Mount Lafayette. Foundation. That could be a nice shelter from the wind right there. We have reached the summit of Mount Garfield. I did fall again coming down Garfield. Kinda twisted my right knee again a little bit, so it hurts again, but it is what it is. To find my way down that rocky slope all the way down there. But it doesn't look too bad once I get down there because the pine trees start sloping a little less heavily. Fir trees, not pine trees. Why do I keep doing that? That's a nice look at what I just climbed down there. Yes, I am leaving the trail. I am a little bit injured. My feet are injured. My knee is injured. I'm trying not to think about it too much, but they both need time to heal. I think I'm malnourished because I have felt so worn out and low energy recently climbing mountains, which I never had, and I feel like my muscles are weaker. So I think I really need time to build that back up. We are at the top of South Twin Mountain. There is North Twin Mountain, and then Franconia Ridge in the background there, number 9 of 48. That is Mount Washington, still out in the clouds, out from the clouds, not really cloudy. Presidential Range, that's where we'll be going later on. And then Zealand, who will be later today probably, is over there. Well, this just happened. So I was using my trekking pole. I'm starting to tear up because I just love these natural moments and these waterfalls and just coming up on these beautiful, beautiful falls. Sometimes when you least expect them. You're just hiking along the AT and you're like, oh look, a beautiful waterfall. It's like when I was looking up or walking up from Eliza Brook. It's like, wow, I'm tired, but these waterfalls are beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful trail. I just started crying a little bit because like I'm leaving the AT today. And I don't really want to because I've grown to love the AT, even though I've had moments where I'm like, I'm exhausted, I don't feel good, I hurt, and I don't want to hike anymore. I've had those moments. Right now, when the day comes to going home, I'm just like,
I'm so sad.
Come with me and walk the Appalachian Trail. Come with me and walk along the mountain tops. Come along, let's make camp and let's make some friends. Come along and see how joy should never end.
See the views, feel the rain, embrace the valley plain. You're watching Stick the Eagle, so choose your own adventure. Embrace your journey, and always remember, happy trails. Look at that. This really is a beautiful trail. Love the people so much. I get myself a Coke to celebrate the ending of this parking lot here. Hey Ramdino, it is Stick the Eagle here. I am here at that Crawford Notch right here, Appalachian Trail, in the White Mountains here. Webster Cliff Trail is a start right here. 332, it's actually 346 miles to Mount Katahdin, Maine from this point. Sadly, I have to get off the trail right here and go home because I had a limited time for this trip. So that limited time is up. My 120 days that I had before I had another commitment is here. So I have to go back, and I am hoping that I can come back here to this very spot and finish in a few months. This path should look familiar right here. Came down here. You want to say hi?
Hi! Stick the Eagle, baby. You got this. Welcome back. Man.
Welcome back. Thank you.
You got it.
That sign over there looks super familiar. We're going over there. And I remember that view from 2 months ago. I've got these new poles. You can actually read some of the numbers on them again. And there's actually tips on these. Time is 1 o'clock for a start. I crossed this road 302 a little bit ago, filmed this very sign. May have been a little bit of water involved too. Here we are. Webster Cliff Trail. Mount Webster, Mount Jackson, Mizpah Spring, AMC Hut, and of course Katahdin, Maine, 342, which is 346 officially. Hey Ramdino, it's been a few months. Good to see you again. Here I am at the Webster Cliff Trail where I got off trail 2 months ago. We are Stick the Eagle and we are back on trail. And there's a few more clouds over there. I think that's Jackson over there that way. All right, y'all. This is not looking great. Look at that wall coming in. And then I hear thunder, and it's starting to rain a lot. That's to the north, and it's coming right this way. I enjoy this view for a minute, but man, not looking great weather here.
I currently have no service, so I cannot look at the radar, but I saw that dark cloud moving in, and then a pretty big clap of thunder, which was awful. And it was scary, just as I was getting on the exposed ridge. So I temporarily set up my tent very badly. It's not stretched out or anything, so there's a little bit of water on the floor because I didn't have time to get that. But I'm not setting up to sleep. I'm just setting up to not be on the exposed area and to wait out the downpour.
We have made it to Mount Jackson, number 11 of New Hampshire's 4,000 footers. It's Pierce, Eisenhower, and Monroe on the way to Washington right there. We are here at the Mizpah Hut and your special guest has arrived, or has been here.
Yes, since July.
Since July? Since you finished your thru hike on June 26th or so? So we have run into Gazelle again. Mount Pierce, 4,300 feet.
of elevation and number 12 on the summit list of New Hampshire's 48 4,000 footers. I just slipped on a wet rock and fell and really twisted my ankle. It's hurting right now. I'm hoping that it's just minor. There is the beautiful Mount Washington Hotel, I think it's called, over there. Very distinct. Whew. I'm sweating and shaking a lot because I'm scared. I really started sweating after I fell because I'm scared that I actually really twisted my ankle. It hasn't gone away yet. I'm just trying to make slow and careful progress. I'm like, how could I be so careless? Hopefully after just stepping, it'll be okay. My ankles are strong. Tell myself that. Placebo effect. Look at all this mud. Stay in good spirits here. You can see our path down and over to Eisenhower. Now Eisenhower is looming nice and tall. Washington is getting closer and closer. This is a short path up to the top of Mount Franklin. It doesn't count as a 4,000 footer because of lack of prominence. So we'll leave Mount Franklin be, but it's cool. I'm just gonna keep following the AT. There's already a push to try to get to Madison Hut. It's 11 o'clock now. So I just need to keep making forward progress. I think it's a good choice not to make so many side quests right now, just to follow the AT. Because I can always come back and finish the 4,000 footers later.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
This is the official top, because it's the highest point in the rock pile. And then by Jefferson, but not over Jefferson. And then by Adams, and the hut is in between those two peaks. There are two others up here, which is encouraging me on, because if we're caught in the dark, there is safety in numbers. 3.2 to Madison. So we're walking by Jefferson right now. We can summit later. It's Adams in front of us, and the hut with Madison is on the other side of Adams. It's currently 6:30, so we have an hour left of daylight and 3 miles. Madison Hut's on the other side of that mountain, Mount Adams. There's the saddle between them. Madison Hut, 2.4 miles. Getting a bit windy. So it's about 7:15 now. Gulfside Trail, Madison Hut, 2.2. We're in the saddle of Jefferson and Adams, Edmonds Col cutoff. It's nighttime. I'm really looking for a flat spot to sleep now. I know I'm in the alpine zone, but I am scared of finding these cans in the pitch dark. Good morning. This is my situation right now. My tent kind of collapsed in the wind. So, yeah. We're obviously in a cloud this morning. It's 6 a.m. and this is the tent I was just getting out of. So I'm packing up my stuff outside. Luckily it's not raining right now. Really can't see a thing. morning. We made it through the night, but I'm wishing that I went with friends who night hiked last night, because they went slow but night hiked, and I was worried about visibility on those rocks, but I'm worried about visibility again, and now I'm alone. 119 on the Appalachian Trail. We are Stick the Eagle, and we are headed northbound from Buchanan Mountain, Georgia, to Katahdin, Maine. Today we're just trying to get to Madison Hut, up and over Adams, or the side of Adams. Definitely not summiting Adams in this weather. So, pylon to pylon today. Back below, or to the spot where I recorded my last segment, I think, towards a little bit out of the wind. It started raining up there. The rain was pelting me, and the wind just wouldn't stop. It was like, please Lord, stop the wind. Oh man, that is impassable. That trail is impassable right now. So I think due to safety, I've got to just get to tree line and just bypass the AT and get to another trail. I can't even see the camera right now because my glasses are so fogged up and rainy. My phone has finally dried out enough to use it again. So I'm back in my tent and I will stay in here. I am not going back out there because I was honestly scared for my life out there. Worst weather in the world, Mount Washington? Well, this is Mount Adams, but you betcha. I can believe it. Just about 12 o'clock, still sitting here in the tent. The wind's been dying down a little bit, but it's still raining out, so all my clothes are wet. I'm trying to dry them out. So I figure it's still best to stay here for now. I'm safe. I've just been researching on Far Out, taking some trails down the tree line to bypass the AT on Adams and Madison to just get to Pinkham. And it was like, can I get to Pinkham today? If I can get below tree line as soon as possible, I think I'll be good because the hurricane force winds won't be up. But I'm reading comments and people say don't do it in wet weather because it's very slick and very steep. So all those comments in Far Out are kind of persuading me to just stay right here. There's also the perch shelter, which is 1.2 down from the Edmonds Col cutoff, which is where I'm at. But again, there are comments that said don't do it in wet weather. But the run to Mizpah Hut seems appealing if the wind is a lot less than it was, not knocking me over. If it's not knocking me over, I can get there. I can walk fine. There are so many things that are wet here from that rain earlier. I was shivering before so much, and when I was just trying to get my tent put up, I was shaking. I thought I was getting hypothermia for a moment. I may have been before I got in this warm bag. Now I feel myself again, but I wish I knew if it was gonna rain again. I really don't want to put on these wet clothes in the wind. It's still windy. I'm gonna get out there. The wind's died down a lot, so I think I can do the 2 miles now. Here's hoping, fingers crossed. Let's get to Madison. Hallelujah! I'm seeing some blue sky finally come out here in this wasteland of Mount Adams. Look at that, all of a sudden. Just getting to Madison Hut. Maybe dry some stuff out and warm some stuff up. It's honestly so cool though. These clouds. We're on the side of Adams right now. It's beautiful. We'll keep walking. I'm literally crying at the thought of making it to Madison and getting something hot because I am chilled. I just feel chilled to the bone right now. I don't have a hat on because both my hats are soaked, so I feel like it's better not to have a hat on. I'm gonna be so happy to see that hut. Can I say that I think God lighted my way for me so that I could get to Madison and didn't have to do all this in the fog. Because now I can see my way. I think as soon as I started heading up, God lighted my way so that I could make it here safe. And now it's just a matter of getting over that hump. I think where I see that sign over there. Madison Hut, point 3. Whew! Thank goodness. I have sighting of refuge! There's finally some trees to break the wind a little bit. I ended up tying the tent line to a tree, and thankfully that held while I stayed in the tent. I got in the sleeping bag, which got very wet because of all the rain that I had up exposed in the ridgeline. So about 1 o'clock, I heard that the rain died down, and the wind also died down, so I decided to get up and try to make one last push here to Madison Hut, and walked up the hill. It was still foggy, still very difficult to see, and I was afraid that it was going to start raining it again, but I wanted to give it another push to get here. White Blaze. I think I might be near the top of this mountain. I have to say, this trail is slow going, but it is well marked. There's the tree line, not too far away. Some people say this is the hardest climb on the AT. It's not that hard, it's just slow and technical. Definitely not as hard as the Kinsmans were. Kinsmans were something else. Yeah, this is going to be nice and fun. I'm going to enjoy today. We're going to enjoy today together. And if we only cover the miles to Carter-Moriah Notch Hut today, the last hut in the White Mountains, that's okay. I'm happy with a 5-6 mile day in the Whites. No need to cover 10-20 miles each day out here. Pinkham Notch. The road below Washington. Beautiful. These are the views that we're talking about when we come up here and appreciate and make it worth all our while. So beautiful. We have reached the top of Wildcat D, which is number 15 of the 4,000 footers. The mountain directly in front of us here is Carter Dome. Carter Hut is that green roof way down by the lake over there. You can see it from here. The trail goes down there, then up to Carter Dome. Let's go, Quasimodo. And make it look easy.
Oh, yeah. It is.
Thankfully, we don't have to go up that. We can go up this way. Hey, didn't realize there was another trail up here. It's the Carter-Moriah Trail. The summit is that way. Oh, there's a marker. Not the actual top. This is the top. Yeah. And there's the Carter Range. North Carter's kind of visible, and then the Madison is over there kind of, and Adams and the presidentials are mostly in clouds. But on a clear day, you can see Mount Washington from here. Out that way is Maine, only 16 miles. This is the summit of Mount Moriah.
Ooh, we made it.
We made it, Quasimodo. I'm saying that right?
Yes.
Awesome. This is, for me, number 20 of the 4,000 footers in New Hampshire, and the last for a while, but we'll be back. The ones in the far, the top of the screen, those are the Wildcats. And then we have the Carters, followed by Katahdin. Before I get drowned out with the wind up there, I just want to say one thing. This climb has been a combination of grueling because of the pain in my foot and exciting because of the time that I'm taking to enjoy it. I finally made it there, or just about. Here it is. New Hampshire, Maine state line. Appalachian Trail, New Hampshire, Maine state line. Wow. Welcome to Maine, the way life should be, as the motto goes, as we climb Monte Carlo Hill now. We've now officially completed 13 states on the Appalachian Trail. What the heck are we doing here? What is this? Here we go.
This looks fun.
Oh, it is fun. Great views from here. This is a pretty little forest. Oh, fun. More iron rungs to climb down this time. Well, the best way to do those is just to turn around and descend like a ladder. Hello, from inside a cave. Just came from over there and slid down here. Kind of peaceful in here. And that's our goal right down there. This is fun. That was perhaps the funnest part so far. We just came through there. I've been trying for the past 20 minutes to find a route through this one point. I think it's time to take off my pack and just send it down there and then follow it. This way doesn't look easier. So what is the technique here? I've got to get over there and I have this rock in front of me. I'm sitting down, my legs are way down there. So what I gotta do is put my feet on this rock and push myself up this hill. I'm not gonna do that with my camera, but I'm kind of showing you the technique until I'm sitting all the way over there and I can swing my legs on the other side of this rock. Down we go. There we go, arrow, arrow, arrow. Take a look at what the blazes are having us do. Go through there, underneath that rock, and up there. What? There's the other side. Right there. Wow. We are out of Mahoosuc Notch. The time is 12:52. It took 3 hours and 40 minutes to get through the notch. Serene. Love it. So, with Speck Pond in the background, we're 0.2 miles away from the shelter. I think this is the best location to do the outro. So, put my red shirt back on, cool down, I'm gonna hike on over there. But wow, what a day. It's now 4:45, so perfect time to be hiking into the shelter. And we did Mahoosuc Notch today. What a mountain, what a notch. The hardest and funnest mile in the AT. I definitely had fun because I wasn't stressed for time. So the AT goes over there to Table Rock and Sable Hill. That away. I'm not sure what that mountain's called. It's not on the far out map. But this is gorgeous all the way around Maine. There's Mahoosuc Arm and Mahoosuc Mountain, and Mahoosuc Notch is right in there. Mahoosuc Notch, great view. We have summited another 4,000 footer, Old Speck Mountain in Maine. We were up there not so very long ago, and then we switched back to be here. One day, not so very long ago, not so very long ago, we decided we would hike the Appalachian Trail. One day, not so very long ago, we decided to try through hiking this trail. Oh, how beautiful the AT is, with rushing streams of water. How beautiful these woods really are. The mountains will surely humble you. They'll make you question why. But as you look around again and keep on hiking by, you'll see the views, you'll feel the wind, you'll feel the mountain's backside, and you'll be like, this is why we came out here. You'll have a time when you hate the rain, you'll hate the wind, you'll tell it to go away. You'll call a pod a name or two, you'll shiver and you'll sweat. You'll drink some tannic water, but then you see the very next blaze, and the very next blaze says keep walking away. Keep walking on north. We through hike the Appalachian Trail. We try to leave no trace. We have fun while we walk, and there are times it hurt. But then we see the beauty of the mountains just like that, and we say, wow, that's amazingly gorgeous beauty. I don't know about you, but when I'm walking down solid bedrock like this, I literally feel like I'm walking on the backbone of the mountain. It's a lake over there, beautiful. Almost at 3,700 feet. It's windy up here though, cold. Beautiful views. I'm not gonna stay up here very long. Elevating my ankle here. And I'm just looking up at the trees, enjoying the view. Look at that, look at those trees. I can hear the sound of water off in the distance. It's just beautiful out here. I have this amazing view here. I'm not sure what those mountains are. We've been there. That's gorgeous. Do you know?
Surprise! Hello.
It's Frizzle! Hey, Frizzle Sighting!
Yes, I took Stick by surprise rounding the corner.
Really did. I was like almost in tears.
Yeah,
just to see Frizzle around the corner.
Stick some trail magic and return to the trail for a little bit.
This makes my day to see you.
I'm glad.
There's Frizzle!
Hello.
Thank you so much for driving up here and making this happen.
Oh yeah, I couldn't miss it. It was like the one weekend I could come, so I wanted to make sure it happened.
Yeah, it was really in a good moment, so it made my day, but it probably made my week as well.
Okay, great.
so thank you. So you help me continue to embrace the journey as you embrace the journey that continues after the trail. If you'd like to follow along, make sure you are subscribed. If you want to follow along for some live updates, I also have my Instagram account, same handle as my YouTube, @StickTheEagle. But for now, remember to embrace the journey and happy trails. We believe that we can finish. Yes, we can finish together. This is my chance to finish as a thru hike, so this is why I'm continuing. I'm not sure if it's like ego or just I'm afraid of my reflections in future years if I don't complete this and just push through a little bit of pain here and there. But I'll say too, it's not like push through as in do as many miles as I can. It's push through as in continuing to push north every single day. Doesn't matter how many miles it is, just matters that I make progress. So it could be 8 miles, it could be 12, 15, whatever I feel like doing that day, whatever my ankle will allow me, while still allowing it to rest and recover for a good portion of each day. So we're currently looking west at Richardson Lake, and those mountains there are pretty much the border of Maine and New Hampshire. I'm enjoying these lovely evening views up here so much. Wow. That's beautiful. These mountains continue to amaze me. What? This pond is so beautiful. There's an anchor. So beautiful. This little island over there. That's Mount Abraham. And then we'll see more in a little bit. AT does not go over Abraham, but it goes close. It goes over there. Those mountains are looking west towards New Hampshire. Saddleback Mountain. And there is Abraham. That's the Horn. And we have Sugarloaf. And that one with the tower, yeah, that one with the towers on it is Sugarloaf Mountain, a ski resort. And then the Crockers. Saddleback Mountain, Maine 4,000 footer. I think that's the top right over there. Saddleback Glacier. But man, look at that. Abraham. So that's where we're going, all along those mountains. And that's where we've been. Amazing. One little thing I love about the AT is that when I'm tired and talking about how I'm tired, it then shows me a nice little view that perks me right back up. And there's a view yet again, Saddlebacks in the distance there, and the Crockers looming before us. There's the blaze way up there. I just noticed the one right here. All right. What do you have in store for us next? Must show this perspective too with that arrow and then that blaze. Just came down off here and we're going down there. 2,000 miles on the Appalachian Trail. I can't believe it. Wow. 2,000 miles! 2,000! What? Yay! North Crocker Summit! Still feeling sad though. Views have dropped off this second for the fall season, which is not the point, but it just proves that you can't make a career out of hiking, and I just don't want to lose the life, the enjoyment for life that I've found out here. There it is, South Horn. And the trail actually goes this way, down, and that is Bigelow. Well, here it is, Appalachian Trail, Bigelow, Mountain, West Peak. There's Avery over there. Bigelow Mountain, West Peak, 4,150 feet above sea level, the one of Maine's 4,000 footers. Yes. I think that was the best spot I've ever eaten a peak refuel at. Appalachian Trail just came right out on this beach here. The beach isn't even rocky, it's sandy. Oh my. I totally feel the need to wade in this.
Hold a nice good angle as we're going across. Love paddling. It's fairly shallow, so just, watch your paddle blade as we're going.
The current does get fast in the middle. Faster than I expected when I was rowing or canoeing. There's so many of them all over. A little bit more of a view. That's kind of cool over there. Nice having a little bit of elevation here on this little ridge. Yeah, it's pretty up here. You definitely get onto that rock, but the question would be after that. But we're gonna wade in the calm waters right here. So I crossed down where the rope is because that seems natural. But there's a blaze over there. Look at what I just found. 100 miles! This is the Sobo marker for 100! 100! 100 miles left on the AT! Wow. I'm so glad I noticed that. That was terrific. Now we are sub 100. I don't know how to feel about that one. And Borestone Mountain right there. This is the Barren Slide. Gorgeous views. I look at this and I sigh, because this is the last 100-mile marker. 2,100! 2,100 miles! Oh my, it's the last one, the last 100-mile marker. All right, time to go find the top of this mountain. And then the 100-mile wilderness. It's still very, very hazy over there. And all around really, so it's limiting our visibility. But we have a good view of the Wildcat Range. Looking at the mountain range that is in front of us tomorrow. There we are. It's so hazy looking out to the west there. We just get above tree line, Baker Peak something, but you all, I'm starting to cry. Katahdin! It's Katahdin! Right there! Right there! Y'all, that's Katahdin. I can see it with my own eyes. Aw. Baxter Peak. A little bit in the clouds right now, but there you are. Directly north to the big peak of all, Baxter Peak. Yeah. Gorgeous spot, right? A That's a beautiful spot. Took a break there, had a few snacks. Let's go check it out. Wow. The trail came out of the lake again, Mahoosuc Lake or something like that. We're on a whole bunch of rocks right now to see this view, but on these nice red maple leaves, everything is beautiful. You're gonna miss this. You're gonna want this back. You're gonna wish these days hadn't gone by so fast. Here we go, Buchanan Mountain. We're going up all right. We're gonna miss this too. Yep, that's the trail. Wow. Majestic Katahdin. It's a lake, not a pond. Who is that? That's Katahdin, gorgeous. Wow. I just turned around and there she was. There she is, Mount Katahdin. We are so close to you now. All right, Katahdin, we will see you mañana. Just look at this. This is the other 100-mile wilderness sign. Y'all, we made it to the other side of the 100-mile wilderness. That sign is much taller than the one to the south was.
It's like, it is really tall. You have to like...
It is so tall. So beautiful. The really cool thing about finishing this hike in the fall, in like September, was that the bugs are way down than they would have been in Maine. And also we lucked out with great weather and low river crossings. The river crossings would have been a lot higher in June, July. They would have felt good because it would have been warm. But Frizzle and Nickels, I know, definitely dealt with hot weather and higher river crossings and plenty of rain. And it did not rain on us once in Maine. So you just got this card from the ranger. Baxter State Park, we are the 872nd to summit this year. The other side, you get the Chimney Pond and Roaring Brook. And Springer Mountain, Georgia, 2155. Katahdin Stream falls. Now we're looking at a waterfall. Katahdin Stream falls in all its beautiful glory.
That looks so easy.
Let's do it. Climbing higher. Here we go. This is a trail.
Hug the rock first.
We're climbing Katahdin. I think we're about to be above tree line. You see this? You see that blazer there and up there. Now we climb up here. We have 0.7 to the tableland, the end of the hardest climb. And there's the next blaze there. White blaze. And this is our mountains and lakes.
You gotta strategize. You gotta do it smart.
We've reached the shoulder of Katahdin. We still have that behind us. And we're going up there. That was the most difficult 4 miles that I've ever hiked on this trail. I like that they use blazes and cairns, and the sign is right there. It's right there.
Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, we have a through hiker officially. And 3. Hold on, I want to make sure that I have good. Oh my gosh, you did it!
It's been a long journey. Day 146 here on the Appalachian Trail.
146.
On the top of Mount Katahdin. Hey, Randino, it is Stick the Eagle here on the top of Mount Katahdin, Maine. We have summited Maine's highest point and the northern terminus of the Appalachian Trail on day 146 of our journey. Those miles up the Hunt Trail were probably the hardest 4 miles I have done on the AT, but we did it. Now we just have to get down. Thank you all for following along in this journey. Thank you, Randino, for your support, and blessings on all the hikers who are planning your adventure for 2025. I wish you the best hike ever. Hopefully not much rain, hopefully not much mud, but most of all, remember to always embrace the journey. Embrace each and every day, and happy trails. This is Stick the Eagle. We are out. Let's go hike down the mountain. 2024 was a great year to through hike. See you, Randino. Happy 2025 and rest of 2024. I want to thank everyone who made this through hike possible. Roll a few across the screen here, but so many people made this hike possible for me, and I can't thank you all enough. Hostel owners, my aunt and uncle for all the resupplies they sent, as well as my Boy Scout leader, Mark. Thank you for all the food you sent. Our other subscribers who sent me packages that I've used. I can't thank you all enough, and there's many, many more that I'm going to put on the screen here as we just take a moment of thanks for all of you for following along on my journey, on this journey, on our journey here, heading northbound on the Appalachian Trail. Sadly, there's no more north to go in the AT. We're here at the terminus, the northern terminus. I remember how excited we were to get to the southern terminus at Springer Mountain 146 days ago, but really back in February. It was 7 months ago, really, right? Wow. I can believe we're here, but wow. If you would like to follow along for more adventures, not on the Appalachian Trail, at least for now, but there will be more adventures of some sort coming down the road. If you'd like to find out what that is, feel free to subscribe if you have not already, and I hope that many of you stay with us. But this marks the end of our Appalachian Trail journey. Thank you again, and always remember to, all of you say it with me, embrace the journey and happy trails. Look at that sun. Good night, Maine.